Just doing a test. Hey, Will, can you hear me okay? Just doing a test. Hey, Will, can you hear me okay? Hey, Andrew. Yeah, I'm just proving that. Okay, so I can do a Google Hangout stream with multiple people. I mean, I have it set up now, but I could invite people. You would see on the right side of the screen, and they would come in, and you could hear them. So, because I think you yeah, if anybody, hey, I could, if anybody has a camera right now, I'm set up. I can get you in right now, actually. Um, I just didn't bother asking anybody. But this is how you would do a live stream with multiple people on a Google Hangout. Or actually, it could be Skype, it could be anything. Actually, they have plugins too you could use too if you use Skype. And is my audio okay? Am I too loud or too low? I'm not on the same computer. I'm usually over to my left on that computer there with all my music stuff hooked up to it. Yeah, I'm on the on the other computer. I have the Shure, and it's a dynamic mic, and this is a condenser. Um, and if the dogs would bark, you definitely would hear them. Is the video quality okay for me? Yeah, this is the 9. This is the older Logitech. This is the 910. I have the 920 on the other one. I like the 920 much better. Actually, I probably should pick another one up. Yeah, so all you gotta do is capture. Now they do have plugins for. You could use some virtual cams. You could download that for OBS. And then there's a plugin for Skype, where you could get Skype callers in here. But if you can just capture the like Skype itself or whatever, and then resize it, or like what I have here is the Google Hangouts, and I would just get other people. See, I only have the one camera hooked up to here, but that's why you wouldn't see me. You would not see me in the Skype call. You would hear me. You would not see me. So I could probably so you guys wouldn't get confused. I could hook up another camera. Cause hey EJ, how you doing? What in the Sam hell is this? Now I'm just trying to do a Google Hangout test with OBS instead of just using plain OBS. I mean, excuse me, the Google Hangouts. You could do this, and I think Google only limits you to 720 when you do a YouTube Hangout. It only limits you to 720. Well, I'm doing 1080 now. Yeah. All right. While I'm here, I might as well show off. I did hit the 50. I am down 50 pounds. Let me show off a little bit. Hold on. I can't see myself. Let me get my camera. There we go. These pants are 42 and they're too big. I went from a 46, and I tried to get like a month ago. I tried to get into a 40. They were a little too tight. And these are 40, 42. I might be able to get into 40 now. Now I can afford the clothes. I'm not selling any guitars right yet, but I'm not getting any more either. Yeah, 50 pounds. I still got 23 more to go. I want to get to 200. And hi, Black Country Blues. How are you? sir. It's cool. Yeah, it's just I just cut all the junk food out. I mean, I'm not eating any bread. All right, my what I consist of every day for the all right. When I get up in the morning, I might eat just a piece of fruit, which could be a banana, an apple, or cottage cheese, or yogurt. When I go to work, I'll take one of those healthy type choice dinners with me, and they can be anywhere from less than 200 calories to 260 calories or something like that. And some of that might have red meat in it, but which I don't eat too much of. It might have some potatoes in there. And then for dinner, I might eat a salad with grilled chicken on it. My wife will make me some fish sometimes, or turkey. I'll eat a couple turkey hot dogs. Epiphone. I can't be gassing for anything anymore. This is it. I got too much. If you would have asked me 4 years ago, would I ever spend over $2,000 for a guitar? I would say absolutely not. Hi, Wayne. Yeah, yeah. But there's no way I could ever envision myself spending $200 for $2,000 for a guitar. I mean, when I got my Strat 4 years ago, that was $1,400. I never, which I don't regret at all. And I know we all said that. I have my Blueburst in the shop getting it set up the way I want it to set up. He knows what he's doing, and I just can't see real good. And not that I know Les Pauls are really easy to set up, but I want it right, and it's not all that much money anyway. But because I think I really do know enough to set up guitars now, but outside being lazy, although I'm not as lazy now because I can do stuff. I can crawl. Like I have all these computer stuff down here, and I was trying to resurrect some old computers given to me, but they were dead. Yeah, I can move around a heck of a lot now. 50K into your studio. Well, I tell you what, EJ, and none of it's wasted. I mean, you're a great player. Your productions are second to none on everything you do. I mean, I'm just amazed. Your video editing, and I think you're pretty new to it. Really, you just got into it not too long ago since been doing this stuff. I mean, you got some fantastic. I mean, I don't just look at the music. When somebody's. I mean, the music is great. Don't get me wrong. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah, I've done it before, and I always gained it back. I always gained more, but I'm running out of time, and I'm so unhealthy. I have so many things going on health wise. Nothing serious, thank God, but they seem to have gone away since I've lost this weight a good bit. So I have to keep it off this time. Anyway, but back to you, EJ. I just love the way all your productions, your music. I mean, what you do with the video editing is amazing. And I can do it. I'm on this i7 now. My laptop, which I do everything over there, which is an i7, which is my newest one. But I built this like 6 or 7 years ago, and I just put a 8 GB Radeon in here, video card, RX 580. So I can use it for DaVinci Resolve. It's so computer graphics intensive, but I haven't even started learning to do the all the fancy stuff yet. I've never done jury duty. I think my wife's done it twice. They've never asked me to do it. And then me, I'm so far conservative. I say guilty. I mean, everybody's guilty of me. My wife and I, we love that live PD, and I just can't believe all the criminals, the people, what they do wrong. I'm using the video editor I'm using right now. It's called DaVinci Resolve. They have a free version. They have a $300 version, but it's very sophisticated. And it's a learning curve, and you need to have. When I was doing on here, I just had the built-in graphics card. Couldn't handle it. Intel, whatever it was. So I got I had a 2 gigabyte NVIDIA, and that wasn't much better. But I got an 8 gigabyte. Knock wood, that seems to work all right. But you, whatever you can do with Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere, you can do in DaVinci Resolve 15 and then some. Let me see who else is in here. See, Will, Wayne, Black Country, EJ. Okay, very good. I got 3. Well, it says 3 watching, but yeah, I was just trying to do this test, and then the final test, we'll see if I get somebody in here on a stream, and then we'll see how it sounds to going out to YouTube. But I figured I could do it like this. Is something like I used to use Wirecast back in the day. Yeah, 16. I tried 16, and it just crashed left and right. And that was when it first came out. And of course, it was on a machine I didn't have enough power in it. It may work now, but I'm sticking with 15 for right now because I'm still learning it. Just doing the basic stuff I got down. Just trying to add some little. I don't know if you see any of my videos, but I got some halfway decent titles going on. Nothing much more. Although it's easy to do the and you do this all the time, EJ. You're cloning yourself. It is easy to clone yourself in DaVinci Resolve, because I was using there's another freeware program called Shotcut. Shotcut's really good. It's not a whole lot in there, but it's easy if you want to do some cuts and some transitions. It's really good for that. But you can't. It's not a whole. But I did do a clone in that, and I couldn't find any directions. I just figured it out from watching other tutorials it wasn't with Shotcut, was something else, but it applied to that, and I got it to work. So I was thinking about doing one because I did a couple when I was really heavy, and I did one in here when I was coming in the room, but I don't know what time of the day it was. I don't know where my camera was sitting at the time, so it's probably not going to look right if I did it. I could still do one like before and now, whatever. Will, how are you feeling? Yeah, we went out to, let me see, what did I do today? Like I said, I had these 2 old computers, these old 2 Lenovo ThinkCentre MP92s that they threw away at work. So I tried to resurrect them, and just beep codes left and right, even because it didn't have no memory in it, and DDR3 memory, and I took it out of one of my old laptops that worked fine, and it still, so the board could have been bad, and I didn't want to make sense putting money into it. That's good to hear, Will. Very good to hear. Yeah. Skinny Mitch. Yeah, thanks, Will. Yeah. But I have to learn how to do some of that. I mean, it's such a learning curve. I don't know how easy it is with what you do, EG, with your stuff, but in DaVinci Resolve, it uses what they call nodes, like to do the. I think it's called Fusion. Actually, Fusion was another separate company that did all these video transition stuff, but now it's embedded into DaVinci Resolve, and so Fusion uses nodes, which you have these lines, and whatever effect you want to do, you connect these lines together, and then you got input and output. And I haven't even messed with that at all, except for looking at some tutorials, and none recently. But because I'm and as good as you are, EJ, it still takes time to do that stuff, and the rendering. It just you don't do it in a minute for some of those graphics you do. Oh my God, Wayne, absolutely. You hit that right on the nose. I definitely would get dizzy. Actually, I was suffering from what's it called when you get these dizzy spells? I had like about 6 months ago or something. Vertigo. And it pretty much went away. But out of nowhere, I just well, actually getting out of bed, I get dizzy, but it went away. Well, I got loafers now. I mean, I had to buy new shoes and everything because my shoes were, I guess my feet were, I don't know. I just bought new shoes. I got to buy some clothes. Well, I want to wait until I'm trying to get to 200 and then I'll buy some more pants. I only got a couple pair that fit me. So I switch back and forth between those. Yeah, so we Yeah, so after my wife worked today, my wife she's retired, but she works 1 day a week at a surgery center for WellSpan here in Hanover. So she works 1 day a week, but it can be any day, 6 to 8 hours. So she worked today, and like I said, I was working on these old computers trying to get them up and running, to no avail. And then she got off like 1 o'clock. We went out to Texas Roadhouse. I don't know if anybody has a Texas Roadhouse. I'm not sure if you have them in Canada, but so I get I get this herb crusted chicken. It's like I don't know 280 calories or 250 calories, maybe 350. I'll get a salad, and now I started using. I like honey mustard, but I wasn't using it for a while. But now I said, just give me honey mustard on the side, and I'll use half of it. I don't no croutons, and then I had what is it called not asparagus, I can't even think anymore. Broccoli. I get broccoli a lot. Yeah. Well, I am on. Do have high cholesterol, so I take. Although I haven't been taking it like I should have lately, but I take. So I got a generic Lipitor medicine, and but usually when I'm real thin, everything goes skyrocket. It just goes down. Um, and then I take a baby aspirin a day. I was a 46, Wayne, and now I'm into a 42, and they're somewhat big on me. But I've been as high as 273 this past time, and probably a little less than that because you take your clothes off. With the clothes I had on, it could have been 5 pounds. But when I went to the doctors in early March, and it's like 2 or 3 days after I started my diet, I was 273. And then when I weigh myself now, I don't put any. I just weigh myself out of the shower. I don't put any clothes on. So yeah, it was 273. I've been as high as 273 and as low as like 169. But that was like 30 years ago. I was 169. I guess I started gaining weight when I got my driver's license when I was 16 years old, really. But I was only 170 some pounds then, and I guess in my early 20s I was like around, or early mid late 20s I was like, I got to around 210 or something like that. So the first time I lost weight, I think I went. No, I did it on my own. The one time, then another time I went to Weight Watchers. And I think it was over 10. I think I lost 39. I got down to like 169, 70 pounds. And actually I became a lifetime member there. But I just know what to do. I don't have to do any. I know how to lose weight. I just don't know how to keep it off. Except for this time, I think I got my head together. But I've lost 30 pounds, probably at least 7, 8, 9 times in my life, 30 pounds or more. So I can't keep on going back and forth. Well, that's how I was, Will. I could look at it. Now we just had a lady had her at work. We get lady just had her 40th anniversary. They are working for the company that I work for, and they got her a cake. And actually, she started dieting. She lost like 35 pounds. We started dieting together. She was going to some clinic though, so she did eat a little piece of her cake and left the rest there. It's a pretty big square cake for the let the other shifts eat it up. That's one thing I don't exercise. I should. Well, 4 miles, that's okay. It's something. My brother, he lost a lot of weight too, but he was nowhere near as big as me. He's probably like 170. He might have been 210 or something like that. But he is walking 5 miles a day. And he lives in Florida right now. Yeah, I don't. I need to exercise. I mean, I guess the only really exercise I get, I got about a half acre, and it takes me probably an hour and a half if counting weed whacking. Weed whacking is the only exercise I get. Yep, none. I'm not eating any of that. No chips. Now, once in a while, my wife bought these uh, little bags of popcorn. It's like 120 calories for the whole thing. So maybe not even once a week, but every so often I'll get one of those. I feel like eating or something, but it's only one. I'm not eating like you know how you go to a movie, you go to a theater, a movie, you get a giant bucket of popcorn and 80 gallons of butter on it. Yeah, I'm not doing anything like that. No. But yeah, talking about now, going back to my Les Paul. Like I said, I have it in. Phil has it now. The guy does my setups, and yeah, because Guitar Center, they don't have no where I got it at. They don't have a tech on board. And then the other place I deal with, the other guitarists, they don't have a tech. And they said, "Oh, you can take it down Glen Burnie. That's like 50 miles from me." I said, "Forget it. I'm just going to take it to my guy. And it's not that much money." But I told him make sure nothing's wrong with it, and then go ahead and do the setup and put these new strings on. And I went the action close because it's a little high around the 10th fret. It gets high 10th and above. So, but I was looking at that video that Chris, the Guitar Pit, put up on. He just got a Les Paul that he really likes, but it was the R9. That thing's like a $6,000. Well, I don't know if he paid over $6,000 or something like that. I mean, like I said, I can never imagine me ever spending over $1,000 for a guitar. Now I got three of them over $1,000. Well, one of them over 2,500. That's good on vacation. I don't even. Oh, there he is. There's Chris. Chris. Speaking of the, yeah. Yeah, that your Les Paul sounds good. I don't even want to try anything like that because I never look. When you go on Sweetwater or Guitar Center, I never look at the custom. They get some custom. No way. I just it's just too much for me. And I'm afraid then if I did try something like that, I probably would like it. Yeah, but good night, Black Country Blues. So okay, well, and that sounds like a good price. I mean, mine was like 20. The Blue Bear Burst was like 28, but I got 15% off of that. And then you'll probably see it around 2,000 by Christmas time or something, or less. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. You spend some stuff. Yeah, you spend now, Chris. Now you buy and sell a lot, but you don't. Do you make money? I mean, doing all that, or are you just kind of breaking out even? Thanks, Wayne. I think I will. Um. Oh shoot. Here we go. So it's just more. So you're kind of breaking out even, I guess. You do it as a hobby. So there's no way oh, R2. How you doing, R2? Yeah, R2, I was just talking about how I can do a live stream with OBS and have a Google Hangout too. Have multiple people in there. I mean, I got a Google Hangout right now set up. All I had to do was add people, and then you would see people on the right. So we'll do that if anybody wants to volunteer sometime and do something, and we'll do that. Except I only I can use the way I have it set up now. You see me on the camera. I have it set up in OBS. But if I don't use the camera in OBS, I could have it me coming up on the right with everybody else, and just have one window, instead of side by side. Yeah, it's good that Chris. What's good about it? You don't have anybody telling you can't do it. You can't do it. I mean, if you can afford it, I think you're an IT guy, right? I mean, well, I tell you, with all the stuff I bought with the Helix, that I'm not, I don't, I haven't made. I made a couple patches. They sound like crap, but oh, R2, you need to see this too, because I started. I was dieting, so I started early in March. So I'm down 50 pounds. And let me get that so I can see myself. There you go. Still got to lose 20. Still got to lose 23 more pounds, and then I can buy some more pants. Yeah, I'm starving. Starving every day. I'm eating 300 calories a day. No, I'm not. Yeah, I've done it. I think I lost 50 before, but every time I lose and gain it back, I gain more back. So I need to lose another 23 pounds. But I'm not gaining it back this time. Of course, I said all the other 6 or 8 times I lost 30 plus pounds. But because of my age and my on health issues, I got to really clamp down now. Yeah. I know. I said the same thing. Well, you too will. You're an IT person. I mean, I'm not an IT person. I mean, I did. I did go to. Did take a course in fixing computers, like in 2001, just on my own, at a community college too. And I got that A. What is it called? The A plus thing or something like that. And I never took the networking, but that's really where all the money. I mean, if you can program, is good, but networking is, that's where the money is. Which, I mean, I can fake it a little bit, but I can move files back and forth between my computers on this network, but nothing on a enterprise level or anything like that. I never heard. Oh, I never even heard of the Richie Faulkner Epiphone. It sure seems like that. Everybody works at home. Um, uh, Absolute mayhem, Wayne. I have to say, there's some truth in that. I have to say, there's definitely a truth to that. And actually, I can take a leak and see my shoes again or my feet again. Oh, I assumed you were an IT guy, but it does seem like a lot of people are IT. Well, I know Wayne is for sure. I think I said Chris, and I think Cheddar Compal. I think he's a programmer. System administrator. Yeah. Now my son, Oh, I don't even want to get. Well, it's horrible. It's just going on. It's horrible. I should send you some of the emails that I got from him. Is Brian here? Oh, Brian. Oh, um, oh. Now I lost my train of thought, which happens quite a bit at my age. uh, Azure. I know of it. I don't know what it. I forget what it is. I don't know if it's a screen thing, screen share type. Screen share. I mean, sharing type of thing. Um, yeah, I'm not IT now. In my job, I work for you heard me say. We make disposable product goods. We make that. See, this is what I said to Tone King because at the TK. But these were made for Toby Keith. He opened up a bunch of, I don't know, a bunch, but he opened up some restaurants out in Oklahoma. I don't know if they went out of business or whatever, but they just gave a bunch of these. They don't make them anymore. They said they give it to us for giveaways, and I thought, you know what, I'll send these to Lewis or to Tone King. So I sent him some. It was like 6 months ago. I sent him a little bit, hoping that he would display it on a show, but he never did that I know of, that I saw. But he did send me some guitar. I didn't ask him to send me anything back, but he sent me some guitar picks and that chicken pick. He sent me a chicken pick, and I use that a lot. But so he sent me some of his picks. I think you can see that. I don't know how it's gonna. It's a little blurry. Or whatever. Oh. Is Dale here? Dale's a good guy. So many good people in this community. And oh, you're welcome. Well, I'm the kind of person I'll probably give it to everybody. Um, Especially you guys. I think almost all of you have it in here. I thought did I make? Yeah, most of you have it in here. Yeah, it's fun. I've had in the last 4 years since I got back into playing guitar. I mean, really trying to learn, see if I can get better before senility stops in. Hey Dale, how are you, buddy? All right, before you get here. So I was talking about. So I'm set up now to do a live OBS stream with Google Hangouts. So I could do it right now. You'll see the window you're looking on the right. All I would have to do is invite people in there, and you guys would see and hear them. Of course, I didn't have anybody to invite. And I've hit 50 pounds on my weight loss, Dale. 50 pounds. Of course, it could be. It's the same day. I will go. I don't know. It'll go down and up, and I don't have to eat anything. It'll go up, or I'm eating stuff, and it'll go down. So I don't, like within a pound there. Show. I missed that. Did somebody get deleted? Did somebody delete something? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? But yeah. So we'll see how this goes. If anybody, actually, you know who asked me to do a hangout with him tomorrow? But then I think he had something else to do. Dave Byron asked me to do a hangout with him tomorrow, but then he had something else to do, I think. So I thought that was real nice because no one wants to invite this old fat guy to a hangout or invite him on a show or whatever. I don't know. What does that have to do with it? Thanks, Dale. Yeah, it was a long, almost 4-month battle to lose this weight. Yeah. And Chris, I do like the way that guitar sounds. I mean, but I mean, to me, a Les Paul sounds like a Les Paul. Um, I got had all that work done to that Epiphone, and maybe it's me. And we talked about it, and I can't. I can hear. I think I could tell the difference between the Epiphone. I'm going to do a blind test. I don't know how I'm going to do it because if I'm going to play it, I'm going to know. And no one else plays in this house. But I might do something. Actually, I just might do a blind test and put it up on YouTube. See what you guys think. Which is the Epiphone? Now the Epiphone had the pearly gates put in and blah 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 CTS pots, and it's playing really good. But I still like the way that Blueberry Burst plays and sounds. Yeah, everybody. I know. Well, these are all regulars. We all know these people in here. Everybody in here is our. We pretty much know each other from in here. Yeah, I had a good Saturday, except for the back and forth with my son. It was horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. But anyway, um, but now he is blocked on all my emails. He is blocked on Facebook. Let's see, what else did I do today? No, I haven't even been out the house. Like I said, I was going to go to my local. Well, it's not local. It's about 45 miles. We have a micro center here. Now those you guys in the tech field, I don't know. I think they're out of Ohio, but we have one in Baltimore. Anything you want to get, you want to build your own computers, they'll have it there. Anything there, or build computers. You have TVs. Like I said, I had these two. I inherited these two old Lenovo Think Center, these tiny i5s, but I couldn't get them up and running. I was going to buy some stuff, and I'm glad I didn't because I just took RAM out of one of my old computers, one of my old laptops. It should work with that, but it didn't. Um, Nah, it's not going to work its way out. This has been going on for 4 years. Will or yeah, no, probably maybe longer than that. It is when you have a mental illness in the. If I sent you some of these emails, and you would know what I'm talking about. I mean, no matter what I can do, it's wrong. You know, you buy your son a 4K, 1400, $1,200 4K TV. Oh, I'm only doing it just to buy his love. Okay, so you know what I'm dealing with. The whole Gibson bit thing, and I think Brian Stewart agrees. The whole thing is, it might be I can't talk, publicity stunt. Um, I don't know, but it's not. I'm not going to sell my Gibsons because of it. Oh, Jason Wade is here. How you doing, Jason? Um, I'm just doing this to prove to myself, and I know you could do it anyway. And there's a couple of different ways you could do it. So I'm set up now to do a OBS live stream with Google Hangouts with people in here, just capturing that wind of the Google Hangout stream. Um, so all I would have to do now is invite somebody in, and should be no problem. Yeah, we had those. You're probably familiar with those little. It's like MP92. It was a Lenovo Think Center. They're little teeny things, but it had an it was an i5. It had um, USB 3.0, and we had them for a while at work. Now these might have been broke, so maybe that's why they pulled the hard drives and RAM out. Um, so of course I had stuff laying around here. I didn't have no DDR3 laptop memory, except I had it in an older laptop I had. I'm thinking it should work. I put it in there, and I was still getting the beep codes left and right. So they're going into garbage. I'm not even using a virtual camera. Yeah, I can. I haven't downloaded that, but I'm just doing it this way. The only thing I'm doing different on here is just I use the um, I am using the what is it called? I did a um, display capture. Yeah, and you do it from executable, which was Chrome. Well, it all comes up. I had the actual Hangout window. I did it with that, which that should be fine too. But yeah, I know there's these plugins. You can get a plugin for these virtual cameras. You can get the plugin for Skype. So I have to try that. Yes, added a source, and which an executable, which which is my browser or a browser or window, executable window. When you look for your choices and it's there. So I picked the Hangout window. So it should work out. Yeah. So if anybody wants to do I guess no one wants to volunteer and come in or anything, do they? I couldn't get any volunteers the other day when I was doing a Hangout. You know what I have to do? I have to talk my wife into doing it. She can go in from her. She can log in upstairs. Okay. All right. Hold on, Wayne. Let me go here. Okay, and I'm just going to post it in here because we know there's no strangers in here. Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? Oh, it will let me do it. Are you able to see that? I posted in here. Jason, I'm going to tell you that last thing you put up. Oh my God, you were flying. Wayne, are you able to see that post? The link I posted in here. I guess you can see it because I don't know if Guitar Hack. How you doing? You're very quickly. You will be approaching 1,000 very soon. Yeah, click on that, and that should take you to the Hangout, and then we can see what they can hear you. The only bad thing is, you know what? I don't have headphones on, but I can switch. Okay, so I'm waiting for where is that for Wayne to come in. Yeah, it should be right. Oh. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me do this here. Let me see if it. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Hey, Will, are you able to see the link I posted?
Mitch, were you able to add me?
Oh, yes, you're here. Hold on. But let me see. Okay, you're here, and why are we not seeing? Oh, there's that delay on YouTube. And
hey.
I
just see a picture of your guitar.
Oh, yeah, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to refresh. I'm gonna see if you're there. Oh yeah, you're there. It's working.
Hello.
How is Will sounding, guys? I mean Will. Yeah, Will's on here. How is Wayne Absolute Mayhem sounding on here?
I can't tell because I muted the other.
Yeah. I have to too because it'll go crazy. The only
Wayne sounds good to me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we do. Hey, Dale.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it worked.
oh my gosh, who do we have in here? Oh, let me get on the other thing here.
I'm Dale.
I know. I mean, how you doing, Dale?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so we have just your audio.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. It sounds good. The only bad thing, I'm gonna have to switch. I'm gonna put my headsets on because I don't want it to feed back into the mic. I don't have to unplug anything except for the. I'm not here. No. Yeah. No, you sound good. Yep. And Wayne, say a couple things. I'm gonna make sure Cap. Okay, it works. I'll just. Um. Can you turn the audio up? Yes, I can. Yeah. Yes. I'm not sure. Oh, all right. Now talk. No, yeah, something's not right. No. The desktop mic is not coming in. The default desktop mic. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, real quick. You can't. Mayhem froze. So you can't hear them, can you? Um, no, I'm talking to the guys in the chat. I hear you fine, but something's not coming in. It's not broadcasting OBS. I might have to add another source. It should be. Yeah, that you could disable. Turn off your camera, turn it back on in the settings there. If you go onto the top there, you'll see that. I think that's Sprocket or thing. I'm at a different thing right now. Why is I need to get that desktop audio so they can hear you or advanced audio properties. Let me see. Oh, I know why. Okay, now they should hear you. Okay, say something, guys.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Yep, they should hear you now.
I'm still here.
Yep. You should be able to hear that. Can you hear them, guy? Can you hear Wayne and Dale now?
There's also a bit of a delay in the chat, so.
Yeah, it might be 10 minutes before, 30 seconds before they hear what I say. They are both low relative to. All right. But you can hear them now, right? Okay. All right. Can you just go ahead and talk, Sandy? Just
sure.
Keep something going on for a while. I can.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation topic though, Mitch.
Oh yeah.
I can see the audio on my side. The little lights light up, so I'm getting some pretty good green signals on my side.
See, you guys are good, but it's the way it's going through OBS.
Through
I have to do some adjustments in there. And so if I do filters,
maybe they're a bunch of old guys and they need to turn the volume up on their headsets. Maybe it's on their end.
That's part of it.
Turn your hearing aids up, guys.
I'm going to
change the batteries.
I'm going to put a game thing on there. All right.
I didn't realize you were on OBS with sharing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is just sharing the screen.
Mine's frozen on YouTube, so I'll jump out and I'll jump back in.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get back in here. All right. Okay, it's the guitar pit. It sounds good. Dale, say a couple things.
Hello, I'm still here.
So you guys can hear Dale fine. I just we can hear them. Yeah. Now it sounds good. I hear them. Sorry, EJ. I'm slow. Now it sounds good. I hear them. Yeah, because the desktop wasn't registering. You were initially hearing them from my speakers going into my mic, but now I have it set up. I didn't have a. Actually, I just updated OBS to this version. Yeah, so let's see where it did. Well, I'm glad you came in, Dale. I appreciate that.
Well, I've got that Blue Yeti microphone, and I'll tell you that for a USB microphone, that thing has always worked very well for me.
Oh, that's the higher end one, isn't it? It's like the you have there's a Snowball, right? And then
yeah, the Blue Yeti is much more expensive, I would say, than
yeah, I've got. Let me see.
I think it was over 150 or something. I don't know.
Most expensive thing I ever paid for a mic was this one here. This is around $100. This is a Audio Technica. I can't even say it. AT2020, and it's a condenser mic, which I'm not crazy about because it will pick up. I mean, I can back off a little bit now with the dynamic mic. If I'm not on top and I'm a low speaker, I'm a mumbler, you won't hear. But if my dogs would bark, you could probably. They're upstairs and I have the doors closed. You probably would hear them.
I'm back in.
Okay.
But on your OBS screen, I'm still frozen video.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna refresh. I'm just gonna mute the sound. Okay. So I see you guys.
Yeah, Guitar Hack. Did you order that from China, where it took about 3-4 weeks? Guitar Hack says he's got the green Yeti.
I think you're still frozen again, Dale. Wayne.
Well, the video on my side's fine. Am I frozen OBDS, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Because on my end, my audio
it could be internet too. It could be an internet thing. I don't know how good your internet is. Because initially it was pretty good.
Mine's like 300 meg.
Oh, it's not like Ben's.
Thanks, Guitar Hack. Yeah, I'm practicing my still photo, real life photography stance.
Well, it still has to be an internet issue because all OBS is doing is just capturing that screen.
Strange.
Well, I can see you really well, Wayne. So
yeah, it's working really good in Hangouts. That's for sure.
Yeah. You can't see it on the Google streaming.
Yeah, you're just frozen. And I don't, like I said, it could be on my end too.
Try adding that window again for Hangouts, Mitch. Reload that source exe for Google Hangouts, the browser.
I can turn it off and turn it back on real quick. Let's see. Nah. It ain't doing anything. I can't stop the stream because it's streaming right through. I mean, it will stop everything if I.
He's flashing my frozen picture. That's hilarious. Well, I mean, this is why you test, right?
Right.
So,
oh yeah.
You know.
But
you're still moving, so that's
I'm
good.
still moving in there, but I'm local. So I used to do a lot of this years ago, but I used Wirecast, which is not free. It's really expensive, but I want a copy of it, but.
Right.
They have new versions out, and it's not free. I mean, it's cheaper than buying it outright.
Well, they figured that out a long time ago, Mitch. With like you can get this version, version 7, but we're on version 17, and every update costs you a yearly maintenance fee or whatever, which is crazy. I think Adobe took it to the extreme when they went to the Creative Cloud with the licensing. I think they've knocked it down quite a bit, actually. But
For what is this you're talking about?
well, like you remember how you used to be able to go and buy a DVD, and you get like if you wanted the Adobe Suite, you could go buy all that.
Yeah.
And then they would give you free updates for usually it was a couple of years anyway, and then. What was it? In the middle of the 2000s, about 2008, 2007, they went to like the cloud, and now you pretty much have to either have a yearly subscription, or if you buy it, you get 1 year of updates, and that's it.
And they do that now with Office 365.
Yeah,
and they're going to probably they're probably going to do it with Windows.
Well, our biggest challenge at work, speaking with the nerd hat on, is they followed the Oracle. And they're going to cores instead of it used to be SQL was CPU based or single license even, and now they're going to a core format.
We just recently
money grab.
Yeah, we just recently upgraded to 365 at work.
Hey Ben.
Hey Ben. Hey
I kind of wish I was wearing a Connect with Guitar Shirt because that used to be a logo stuck on there.
Hi guys. Hey Ben, what I was trying to do was what you talked about the other night, trying to do a OBS live stream. With Google Hangouts, but as you can see, we have Dale in here, and Wayne. Dale doesn't have a camera. Wayne's got a camera, but he's frozen, so he wasn't freezing at all the other day. So I'm not sure. It might be on my end. That's why I need to test with some other videos too, to see how it goes. But I kind of think it could still be an internet thing. I don't know.
Well, no, my son's not here streaming. So
you're on your computer though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, which is way better than the phone. But if anybody else wants to come in with video just to test this thing real quick, and this would definitely rule out if it's on my end, if whoever else comes in and freezes.
Get Quentin to join in.
He's welcome. Anybody's welcome. How you doing, Quentin?
Let me post the link again, Mitch. The Hangout link.
I still got to catch it. I think. There, I just got it in there. Yeah, if they have video, so we can rule out that it might be something going on with OBS.
Well, Chris just joined, and I see Chris. Okay. Hey, Chris.
Hey. So yeah, it works. So it's you, Mitch.
All right. Well, all right. I'm watching it live, but it's on delay right now. I'm waiting until it catches up.
We'll see if the bottom little tile set updates to show Chris in the tile.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it move at all, so I think it's stone cold dead.
But you're moving. Oh, wait a minute. You're moving fine now, Wayne.
Oh, there we go.
I revitalized it.
Hey.
Second wind.
Jumper cables. Internet jumper cables.
That's weird.
Hey,
so we can see, I'm seeing Chris. So I'm on the actual webpage, so I can see Chris and Wayne. But it's way out of sync from live.
Oh yeah, it's 30 seconds.
But you guys are both moving now.
If you watch that while talking, it makes you crazy. So.
Yeah, I know. I do that. You need to stay in the Hangout.
Yeah.
So does Chris sound fine, guys?
Yeah, Chris's levels are good. The audio mix seems good, at least here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, have you tried OBS, Wayne, or have you messed around with it?
Yeah, I played with it a long time ago.
Oh, so you know what it is. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I played with it. My son wanted to do some streaming, and I helped him set his up for I think he wanted to use it with Twitch. Right. We got a bunch of plugins, and it seemed to work fine. Just he ended up giving up on it.
It gets better and better all the time. It's something like Wirecast, except for it doesn't cost $1,000.
Is it still free? OBS?
OBS is it's free.
Yeah, I thought definitely so. I think it's open source too, right?
And it's open source. Yep. But I mean, when I was using Wirecast, you can see, I can put all these little graphics on here, but there's no. At least I don't know where it is. It might be somewhere there. I like to use the transparency and stuff.
Sure.
And Wirecast has that. This doesn't have that. I mean, I can make a graph in Photoshop and make it transparent. Oh, we can hear music.
crazy.
It's my son.
His
was
son's
that?
calling a rave in. Yeah, I've messed with OBS a little bit. Mostly, I was trying to stream a game to a buddy of mine a while ago, and I didn't have much luck with it.
It's well, I mean, it's like number one. I mean, people. I think it's what it's used mostly for.
Everybody
for
uses it. Yeah. I just remember thinking, man, this is like.
Mitch, I gotta drop. I gotta pick my son up. He called me. He's like, "Dad, you're 10 minutes late picking me up from work."
I'm streaming.
I'm like, dude, wait. No.
Thanks
All
for
right,
coming in.
Yeah,
And we
see you
still have
guys.
Dale in here. He just don't have video. Are you still here, Dale?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Very good. And everybody's audio is real good.
Yes. The only weird part is, Mitch, we can't see you.
Well, man, no, you can, right?
I can't.
They can on the because
Yeah.
I'm using the camera in OBS.
Yeah.
So what I could do is I could hook up another camera and then have one so you can see me in here, and then the other one because you can't you can't do both. You can't share both.
Yeah.
Um,
So, okay.
and,
that makes sense.
So it might I guess it would be a little confusing for you.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see if it works. And I know you can get all these plugins for virtual cam here, and but I'm thinking the only thing I need to do is just capture this screen. That's how I did it when I had Wirecast. And we used to what I would do is we would have 5 people on or something like, and we used to use Skype, and I would have Skype up on like 2 or 3 different PCs. You could use what they call, I don't know what they use now, desktop presenter.
A rude awakening.
Oh shit, hold on. All up here.
Hey, Quentin.
Gotta mute the.
You're coming in good, Quentin. Very
Yes,
good.
it was here.
Yeah. Oh, not only you're one of the best guitarists on YouTube, you're one of the funniest. I mean,
Wait, there he is. All right,
Sylvester.
everybody, he had to show up. He's
Sylvester.
Sylvester. What's up, buddy? Oh, dude, you just poop on me.
I'm sure it's not the first time.
It's Arpit. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Oh,
You need a greeting, but in the new cheddar style. That's the Quentin. A new sensitive take on it.
yeah, I can't deal with that. That it's a little too Brokeback Mountain for me.
Yeah, a little out of character. Huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Oh, EJ, what's up?
Hey.
I like the bar.
Sneaking in here.
I mean,
I
a
like the
free
bar hack
fall.
wife. She comes in and just goes quack, and it scares the crap out of everybody.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Everything's coming in good on the actual website,
Yeah, it's looking good over there.
except for you guys can't see me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the dark over here, man.
So what I'll do is I'll hook up. I mean, I got a lot of Logitech. I only got one this is a C910. I like the C920s. I only got one.
You know what I
those.
picked up the other day is this little cam link thing,
Mm-hmm.
and all it does is take any HDMI camera,
I got one.
makes it a webcam.
I
That's
got
it.
one. Yeah.
So I'm super happy with that. I don't have it set up right now because
I have the C920, which just plugs right into my laptop.
That's what I have. That's what I have. I mean, well, right now I'm on a C910.
Yeah,
But I have the other computer. I have
that's why the
C920.
light is so much better. Even though I've got one little light on here.
Now, that's the best cat for the money for the
Oh yeah,
for the money. It's the best. I mean, Logitech C920, and now they do have a 4K one, but it's like it didn't have good reviews. But
so does the guitar sound okay for like 5 seconds, and then it sounds like it's underwater?
yeah. Oh, we like.
it went to water already.
It went to water over.
That was
The
it was
Google
it was
Hangouts-
literally you're like for about 5 seconds, and then it was
See, Google Hangouts is doing that.
And I don't understand because the voice doesn't do that. But I think if I switch to studio,
studio or something like that, try it.
yeah, where's the? I'll probably shut everybody down here. But let's see. That's one thing Eric Broadbent tells me. Just don't touch anything.
I think Mitch has to do studio.
Oh,
I think it's for like.
hold on.
The
I
group.
think I can't.
It's
Yeah,
not like a personal.
that's. Oh, I am doing the Hangout, aren't I? Let me. I'm
But I've
confusing
tried the
myself.
studio thing, and I don't know if it actually works that well. I tried a couple different things because I don't play super loud, and my cab's like over in that corner, and I tried it, and it sounded like crap. So I was like, okay, either buy a mixer or don't bother with that because it's.
Yeah, it doesn't have studio on here.
I don't even see it either here. I think you have to do cameras muted. Where
Yeah, I don't see studio on this for some reason.
did EG get?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking for studio myself.
Yeah,
I
I
forgot-
think
I forgot where
Mitch,
we-
you got to click the gear.
I think you see it when you're doing it a solo thing. I don't know if. Yeah, I am in the gear. I did get to the
Yeah.
gear.
Maybe it's too late. Oh,
I think you
yeah,
have to be.
It's
am
when
I
you
wrong?
first set it up.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I thought you could switch it. Maybe not. I don't know.
I think it's only when you're doing. Let's say if I did a. See, well, I'm not going. I think you got to be live. I'm not. See, we're not live. We're just doing a hangout. I think when you go live, it might.
I bet that's right.
Because see, I'm doing a just screen share to in OBS.
Oh.
So I think that's why it's not showing up.
Wheels within wheels. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Then.
But this is pretty much how I did it. Oh, this is pretty much how I did it when the way we did it on Ridercast, except it had much more features. But
Well, for the guitar pit, here you go, dude. The Invader.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, EJ's got one of those too. I think
Oh,
badass.
Yeah. This is just a Mexican scratch. That off of Craigslist for $180. All right.
Oh, hell yeah! Come on.
I mean, it might have been a little bit warm, but I'm still.
did you, do you have enough? Do you have enough springs in it?
Oh yeah, I set the tremolo back, to the body, so it's basically a hardtail.
Yeah.
Even when I bend, it doesn't go out of tune. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what I
like. You do those kind of double bends, it doesn't go out of tune. But the stock pickups, the single coils just suck. Oh my god, I hate it. I'm trying to just find like just an American standard set, or just for the neck and the middle, or even just for the neck. I just want a good Stratty sound out of it, and the Mexican pickups are horrible.
Yeah.
So
There's my Invader and my Hofner Short.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
The big old screws, man.
Those things are wild. I didn't even know what they were. I bought this ESP. It was like LTD 7-string, and the guy before me put that in. And I opened the case and just went like, "What is this? It's the coolest pickup I've ever seen." And that thing sounded mean. I liked it. It was cool.
Even I did a demo with this guitar, and even when I go to like the number 2 position here, and maybe turn the volume down just a little bit, man, it still sounds pretty damn good. And I think the problem with the pickup is it's just the name. I mean, if they'd have named it the HB4 or something, more people would check it out. But people, they look at it and go, "Dude, that's like having a rat pedal on your guitar, isn't it?" It's like, no, it's not. It's really not.
No, but it sounds good with high gain, because that was when I was really playing metal all the time. And
Yeah.
it sounded great. I thought.
Yeah, I do have an issue with that gain knob, don't I?
And you use your Helix all the time?
No, I'm going straight into a PV Studio Pro right now.
Okay. But you got the floor too, right? The Helix floor.
I have the rack. I have the rack.
The rack. Is that more? Is that more than the floor? Or?
No.
Oh, I thought it was more than the floor. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I got mine so I had all missing off now. But I haven't. I mean, I have a couple patches I downloaded, and they sound fine. But I mess around, and they whatever I do sucks. And some of them I downloaded really sounded bad. But you got to learn how to do all of it. You have to.
Jason, are you kidding me? Seymour just released an Invader single coil.
It's got those big bolts on it. That'd be awesome.
Man.
If that happened, you got to put them in, right? It was made to be.
I can tell you.
I've got these Seymour Duncan hot rails in my Strat. Those suckers are bad at the bone too.
I've never had any of those.
I would like to try them. Definitely would like to try them.
Those aren't even. They're not stacked. They're
right.
squished. Yeah.
I had the my main guitar for years was an American Standard, and I had a chopper, a DiMarzio chopper, which is the same thing that comes in the Richie Kotzentelli.
Oh yeah.
I had one of those in the bridge, and then I think it's the FS2 in the Midland neck. But they looked like single coils, but they were stacked, so just no noise. No matter what combination of pickup I was on, it was always on a humbucker.
That's cool. That's definitely cool.
But they still had a pretty good stratty tone in the neck and the middle. And most of the time I was playing, bridge or neck.
Yeah. Some of the noiseless single coils don't sound like single coils, so that's kind of kind of lame. The Sir ML pickups are real cool. If you're just looking for something to drop in there, they sound really good.
I get pickup anxiety, man. There's so many different.
Let me want to say hi to a couple other people that are in here. Let me see. Daniel Hosley, Jason, Don, second and third chord jams, and he lives not too far from me. Brian Cote is in here.
Oh God, the pretentious one, the pretentious dude is in here. Yeah, there he is.
Which one is that?
Brian Cote.
Any Gibson owner apparently.
Well,
Brian freaked me out with this damn camera he's got, man. It's like a sorcery camera that has a remote that tilts up and down and in, and it's like, you son of a bitch.
Well, if you're playing, you can't do it when you're playing. You need.
Yeah, but it's cool as shit just to pick up a remote and have it zoom in on the fretboard and tilt up. And I looked at them, I Googled it, and they're, start out like $1,900.
Yeah, I did get a 1080 camera, a Canon, but it was only like $150. And I got one of those like what you had, Chris, the adapter, the HDMI to USB, but I didn't get good results. But it's been a while. I need to try it again. I don't even know where it is, but I paid I don't know what you paid for yours, but I paid like $75 for mine.
Holy shit! Jason Wade just sent me a picture of the Seymour Duncan Invader single coil.
You gotta do it. Does it have the bolts?
It's got the bolts, baby.
You gotta do it.
Oh my God!
Somebody's got to bite the bullet and give us a demo. So I'm voting you.
Says the single coil Invader has all the pummeling power of the Invader in a single coil.
Heck yeah!
I think the only single coil pickups I have is in my Strat. Everything else is all. And
no, I just want a good stratty tone out of the neck, man. Just
my Strat, I got the deluxe. It does have the humbucker and the bridge.
Dude, if you bite me, I'm just gonna go all Ozzy Osbourne right here on camera.
Oh no!
Swear to God.
I bet you don't.
Don't do it.
Well, yeah, Mitch, what you were saying, all that pro camera stuff, it is so expensive. It's really rough when you start getting into
I mean, people want to do 4K. I mean, it takes long enough to upload a 1080. I try not to do anything more than 5 minutes. But these guys doing 20 minutes, half hour, whatever.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, my God.
YouTube. So when I do a video, it probably takes me 2 hours to export it because my Mac Pro is old, and then maybe an hour to upload it, a little less. But then YouTube processes it.
Yep.
For hours, like 6+ hours. So anytime I put a video up, I did it the day before. Almost always.
Are they
the review videos?
Are yours 4K or?
The review videos are, yeah.
Okay.
The just buying guitar crap
I just don't have that the patience.
Well, I did a speed test on my laptop, and my uploaded speed is 1.13.
Yeah, that's really low. But your video looks pretty good though. I mean, for being that low.
That's brutal.
That's real. Well, it's like, I'm on a limited income, so
yeah, we understand.
But it's The next speed is like 100 or something. It's the only thing they offer, and it's like another $80. I'm like,
we're going to cut back when I retire. We're going to have to cut back. I don't know, but I said I told my wife it can be anything except for my internet.
Some places that's the only option though too.
Yeah,
it's not like it's just, it depends on where you live, and all that stuff is kind of based on availability and location and stuff. EJ's got some really good cat cam going on right now.
That's about the only. I'd say about the only pussy I've seen in. I don't know.
EJ, you got to talk so it'll show your stuff.
Hey, do you guys? Any of you guys use the head rush?
No, but I
haven't.
I should have tried it, but I didn't.
They got a new update coming out. I think it's Monday, and it's going to include the 5150 sound patches in it. It's going to be badass.
Oh, yeah. What do you run that into? Is that it's like a preamp, right? So you run that into the power amp of.
Well, I'm actually running this straight USB into my iMac. I was using this Presonus right here, running through that, but now I'm running it straight USB.
Nice.
Are
you happy with that, or what's compared to like your head and stuff?
Yeah, it's. I really don't care about using an amp. I mean, for me, I'm going to do a digital recording anyways for YouTube. Yeah. I don't mic anything, so an amp's kind of useless to me.
That's how I feel. All an amp does is embarrass me in front of my neighbors. So.
Hey, number one, Chris, you play fine. I mean, I like some of the stuff. You're fine. But I have my Helix goes into my Mackie Pro FX8, and that goes into my computer.
Mm-hmm.
I just run mine into the effects return of the little PV here so I can hear it. It's not the ultimate, way to run it, but shit. But a buddy of mine's got the head rush. He plays live. He loves it.
And that could be used live as just straight to front of house or something, or maybe into a power amp and a cab, or I don't know what the
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Or a lot of guys are using, the FR, basically like a little PA cabinet kind of thing.
That's what I have, and I think it sounds fine, but I know not everybody's crazy about them. So I don't defend them, because I guess it probably doesn't sound like a real tube amp with a 4x12. But
what do you have? What's that thing you have, Chris? The
amp I use?
Yeah.
I use an Axifex 2, and then that goes into a Friedman FR.
Well, I think that Axifex, that's more than the Helix, isn't it? That's more expensive, I believe.
I don't know anymore. Mine's very old.
Okay.
When it first came out, it was extremely expensive and hard to get, and it was a big deal, but mine's like 10 years old, and I think it still sounds great. But
it sounds really
good.
What
Robert Baker uses the
most
I think you're right. Live stuff. His guitar sounds awesome.
Yeah, and his is one click newer than mine, but it's still the old.
Right.
Then, anything Robert plays sounds good. Just like you. Just like you.
But the digital stuff is just, it's gotten so much better. I mean, people still think, basically you have a Digitech RP1. No, it's
they sound pretty good.
They sound pretty. I'm pretty impressed with them.
Yeah. And the other thing that people don't really talk about is an amp sounds really good, and it sounds really good if it's pretty loud. But a thing that you can do with an Axifex is use super nice headphones and play that kind of loud to yourself. And that's a whole different sound. That is like being inside of the tone. It's not being in a room with the tone. It's the tone gets beamed into your head. And that's actually, there's value to it. It's not better or worse, but it's certainly a little different than just having a cab over there and being like, oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. So like, I guess that's something that people just kind of go, whatever, who cares? But if you run really nice headphones and they're loud enough, and it's pretty cool.
I mean, come on, you've got every amp in the world, every effect in the world, and I mean, stop it. Just shut up and get one.
Yeah, and even if let's say they're all 85% as good, that's fine. I don't want 300 amps, so right. I'll just click through them, and no, they're a blast. I really like them, and for me, it's more than enough. I'm sure some people don't think they're that cool, but I enjoy it. I bet on Reverb they're like $1,000 now. They're certainly not 2,500 or whatever they used to be.
That Dave R, I don't know if he has yet, but he was talking about selling his amps since he got his Helix.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I bought this and played it for 2 days. Sold all my stuff.
See, I have the Boss Katana, and anything I have, I use with a headset anyway. My wife, she don't want to hear that that crap I put comes out of my guitar.
Yeah. looks like on Reverb you can get an Axe-Fx for like $1,200. Axe-Fx 2. So I think that's a steal. It's great, but I'm not super up on it. There might be a newer, better, cheaper thing. Like the Helix is probably just as good and cheaper, or I think Fractal is coming out with a little box, like a pedal that is an Axe-Fx, and that's $9.99. So
what's the AX8?
The AX8 is a large foot pedal that
so coming out with a smaller one.
Yeah, so that's has amp models, has effects, but it's limited, I think. And then as far as I know, the new one is called FM3. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I've seen a little something on it.
Yeah, but that one apparently $9.99. It's the full deal.
Wow.
And that's it. It's just it. So that seems like a total winner to me. But I think if you have either like a Helix or a Headrush or any of those other things, my guess is all of those are awesome because all of the modeling stuff is great now.
Yeah, we're just trying to get guitar hacking on this new fancy stuff. So
yeah, he seems man. Well, he seemed receptive when I started talking like on his last show. I mean, like not for gigging, but if if he's just home.
Well, it's great for YouTube. I don't have to set up any mics. Hell,
I'm still I don't know nothing about pedals, so I'm still learning how to use it. But these good people really swear to it. There's some videos you'll see these videos on YouTube. They're mimicking whatever they're getting a pedal, and they're mimicking the sound. So I have to learn how to do all that.
Yeah,
even with pedals, you get a single delay pedal, and you set it up how you like it. Well, that's one sound, man. I mean, what are you gonna do when you want to slap back? You got to stop and turn the knobs and.
No, well, you see what mine has. You can turn that on and off. Whatever effect you have, whatever patch you set up, you can set it. You got so many effects, you can turn that on and off.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't done any of it yet, but.
Oh, they're super cool. I really like. Have you seen what's the thing called Fortin or something like that people do demos on them? I think they paid a bunch of YouTubers for it, but that sounds good, and that's nothing. That's no hardware. That's a guitar into an audio interface into a plugin.
Right.
Sounds great. So you don't even have to buy the hardware anymore. Your computer can do it. Yeah.
What?
I will say this though. I just have this vivid memory of we got a chance to play with Collective Soul, and their side fills were louder than our entire PA. So I had a 50-watt Crate Blue Voodoo, and I was running through 2 Boogie 412s.
Dang.
And when we started, we started with that, get your shit on stage, stick their mic in front of it, and you do that 10-second sound check where everybody's just like, bah, And I started, and I could not hear my guitar. And it's like, I just went back, and I got it up to about 8.5. And when I did that, even a 50-watt tube head, I just wanted to stop everybody and just go, holy shit, dude. It changed. And there is nothing Helix, I don't care. Fractal, there is nothing like a 50-watt tube head slamming that power section through a couple of 412s. But it's one sound, you know.
But it's a good sound.
It's a good sound. Yeah.
That's the train.
It was a good sound.
Yeah. No, I think people always think you have to be on one or the other team. I like both, but
I like both. Sure.
Personally,
sure.
It's a little more convenient, you know.
But you know, on my condo, I can't slam a 50-watt head through 2 412s.
I did that in like 2 minutes. Yeah, no way.
Now, Chris, you don't do no video editing, do you? I don't think, or
for what?
For your videos, do you? I can't remember. Do you have any titles on your videos?
He's got picture-in-picture going.
Depends on what, but the reviews I have are like dozens of hours of editing.
Okay. What are you using?
I use Final Cut mostly.
Okay, so you're doing.
I don't add any explosions. But
like what I was talking about, EJ, he's a master at it. Well, you're not. You're using something off the iPad, right, EJ?
Yeah, I use LumaFusion on my iPad primarily, but I do have Final Cut on my MacBook and on my iMac. And for some, if I need something I just can't do in LumaFusion, I'll go to Final Cut. I need to use Final Cut more. It's just LumaFusion is so convenient on my iPad, and it's really powerful. So
is it easy?
Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah, because I'm like wrapping my head around those nodes in DaVinci Resolve. It's a lot.
I can't deal with the editing thing. If I do a video, it's just turn the little camcorder on and I play the song and there you go.
Well, the basic editing, if you just want to cut stuff out, it's not difficult.
Yeah. I actually liked Movie Maker for what I was doing. I mean, but as far as, you know, heavy editing, it's just like, Jesus, man, I'm just trying to figure out the helix and I got to figure this out.
Movie Maker was all right, but every when I updated the Windows 10, half of them didn't work. I got
right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's bullshit now. I hate that.
I mean, it wouldn't even work. I mean, I can still find it. It will work on my i5. Yeah, but it won't work on here, but there is a video editor like in Windows 10, and you could put there's a little cool effect you could do, like an explosion thing, and I forgot what it's. I used it once. I didn't know it was there.
Yeah, it's like, oh great, no.
Yeah, but probably want to.
Final Cut's easy, but yeah, I think it's just what I'm used to, so I stick with it just because.
Because that's one of the Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro, isn't that the top two?
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, and Premiere's probably a little more powerful, less easy and Mac-y, but I don't really want to learn it. The problem is my PC is a lot faster than my Mac, so
right.
I'm doing all my work on my worst computer just because I like Final Cut, but I shouldn't be doing that. So
I'm going to have to try my next PC. I'm going to have to try one of the AMD Ryzens, I guess.
The new Ryzens are supposed to kill the Intel chips, and they're half the price or something like that.
Yeah,
it's incredible what they're putting out. It's like per core is the same, and then there's twice as many cores. So it's cheaper. So it's gonna crush.
Like I said, I got an 8 gigabyte RX 580 AMD card in here just to do the video editing. But I wanted to get a card like a year or so ago, and even the cheap video card, everything was so expensive because of the data mining thing. Everybody's buying the video cards and driving the price up, but I guess it's slowed down now. I don't know what's going on with that.
I messed with that a little bit. Yeah, it
data mining.
You mean like mining like
Bitcoin?
Stuff? Yeah. What ended up happening is now it takes so long to mine any amount of cryptocurrency that your power bill is always more than the amount you mine. So people aren't buying the cards anymore because.
Oh, really? So it was costing more to run it than what they were making.
Oh, definitely. I mean, imagine having 10 video cards going full blast.
I can't. I mean, I read about it, but I can't imagine.
Big money. I did it for a little bit a long time ago, and those power bills were not good.
You guys are way beyond me. I'm not. I'm like
I don't
guitar hack. Hack says he'd be blowing shit up all the time. It's like
he teaches electronics in school. Is that what he does?
Computers. He's like me. I'm just like, yeah. If I can't figure it out in like 2 sentences, I'm throwing shit out the damn window.
I'm getting like that now in my older age.
I get frustrated.
I don't want to learn anything.
I always hear people, I did this video, it's 5 minutes, it took me 7 hours to edit it, but they're doing, you guys are doing, especially Pitt, you're doing a lot more professional shit than I am.
I'll do a 5-minute thing. It takes me a long time to edit it, but it might not take too long to upload because I'm only doing 5 minutes and 1080. I'm not doing forget that 480.
I'm doing my live stuff at 480. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I found it'd be faster if I just fucking come to everybody's house and play for you.
World tour, man. Yeah,
gas money to get up to Hack though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure EJ knows the editing pain is real.
Yeah.
And
little stuff. You work it into a science after a while, though.
Yeah, but for example, like I saw Jason Wade put icons of channels on his video, and people went, "Oh, that's nice." I was like, "No, that took him a lot of time. Like, once you start working on it, you start realizing, oh, that little stuff, even though it seems like, oh yeah, it's not like he said
pasted or something.
If you put him like in here, if you put him, I'm pretty sure he uses OBS. If you put them on there, it's easier because they're there already, and you just do your cuts or whatever. I mean, like here, if I were to record it, it's going to be what you see, and it will make it a little easier because you can still put all those graphics in the video itself, but that's going to have more time.
Yeah. No, that stuff's the big time sink, but
So I do a lot of green screen stuff. I like doing green screen.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation this week, and I have this other Hofner Shorty right here. I've never fired it up. It's got an invader in it also.
You have 2 Hofners with invaders?
Yeah, and this one's got a Wolfgang neck on it. But I haven't wired it in because I've been waiting for me to go on vacation because I'm going to paint it green so I can green screen the guitar.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
How
does one end up with 2 partners with invaders?
Well, I've got that Epiphone Explorer, man, that I'm telling you, man, I'm thinking about dropping one in there because their stock pickups suck.
The Epiphone, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They sound kind of. I don't know what they sound like. They sound kind of dead.
Attack would say they sound like ass.
Yeah.
Dale, you're still here, right?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, everybody Dale's in here. He just don't have video.
I have a question.
Sure.
I clicked on. I haven't been in Hangout in so long. When I click on one of your images, it stays on that. How do I get it back so it rotates?
Just click it again.
Click it again.
Yeah, the same one again.
Yeah.
If you click one, it'll highlight. It'll stay there, and then click it again.
That's simple.
Yeah.
I have another question for everybody that's getting these, like the Line 6 helixes and head rush. Do you ever get concerned about lack of support down the road?
Yeah, that's why I have like 5 amps at
Yeah, well, I do have.
I have backups.
I have 3 amps, but yeah, I never even thought of. Yeah, I kind of did mine on a spur bucket list type thing, and I don't know why I did it.
I do like that the Helix they do these updates. This is pretty cool where they can add amps and effects and that's
yeah. I don't think they're going to Line 6 Helix or Yamaha. I guess they're Yamaha. They're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not like Mooer or whatever, because they have one, and apparently it's good and it's cheap. But I think if you're buying that, you got to know it's.
Did you see who's that Glenn? I forget his last name. No, Glenn Moore. He's doing these reviews on these Moors. I only caught pieces of. He's playing. I'm one of those Moors. I guess it's a pedal thing. It's probably $300 or something. Whatever. Yeah. Nothing like the Helix. But I think he sold some Helix patches and stuff like that. But he's doing stuff on the Moor now, but he's a fantastic player. So,
looks like Fractal. Fractals. I mean, their Axe effects. They're up to like version 4 or 5 or something like that. And you got to buy the whole damn unit.
So we're waiting for 280, right?
Their like lead guy will post on the forums and answer your questions and stuff. And I mean, so far they've updated the software really pretty much constantly. I think mine's on like version 14 or something like that. Yeah. And you just get it for free and stuff. So Fractal seems like a outstanding place. I've had very good luck with them, but
Metallica's using them live, so
But it is a computer, so it's probably not going to be. For example, if you find the world's oldest Fender amp right now, you probably fire that thing up. That might not be true in 60 years. You're going to be like, USB, what the hell is this? And it's going to be a little harder.
People talk about the Helix, if something goes wrong in your Helix, that's your whole rig. Well, fuck, if something goes wrong in your amp, that's your whole rig. I mean,
yeah.
Sure,
Jason said that new Moore is closer to like $700-800.
Yeah, Moore came out with a much bigger version and more powerful. And
that may be the one with the color screen. There's a little one though.
Yeah.
No screen, and that one is an amp modeler, and it was like, I swear, it was like $199. And that was
there was a small one, and there was another one for $300. I was thinking about getting it, but it's like the closest place that sold it was somewhere on the Eastern Shore, which is probably like 150 miles from me, and I wanted to try it out.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to order that online.
I heard kind of okay stuff about them, though. I mean, considering the price, that's like a pedal, and
yeah,
whole rig for that, fine. I mean, hell, at that rate, you could. If you're like a touring musician or something, you just use them and throw them out. At that, I mean, it's cheaper than shipping a cab or whatever else you're doing. So it's kind of cool.
So is everybody finally done talking about Gibson and Marcus?
Yeah, to me, it was much about nothing. I mean, it's nothing new. They've done it before, and it's not like I'm going to go sell my Les Paul I just bought. That's
they're a big crappy company and they do some dumb stuff and that's fine, but Les Pauls are pretty cool, so
I'm not gonna talk. I mean, I still say, I want to see where they are in 5 years. I mean, but they've still got quality control issues, and I just don't get it, man. It's like you can't make a perfect Les Paul. I mean, that's what you do
for that money. Yeah. Now that classic I took back,
$3,000. My guitar better be flawless, and it better fucking come with a hard shell case, not a damn stick bag.
It should. But your standard, Chris, the one you had. Now that was different than the standard I got with the HP. See, mine has the locking tuners. I don't think yours did.
I don't remember if mine did.
I don't think it did. I watched the video. I was comparing it with the new one. I had them both up. I was looking at them because I was trying to see what. Your standard didn't have the HP performance pickups in it.
No,
it was the dip switches.
And didn't have the dip
robot tuners and dip switches and
but
knobs and.
But the front ends on these, it was like I can't remember how it was on yours, but it's like painted. It's all with the binding. It all touches the end of the frets. I can't remember how yours was, but it's even. Everything's fine. Where the classic, I saw paint splatter and spot like you. I think you had that issue too.
Mine looked like I did the fret job. Like,
oh really?
People had filed because they're trying to get the plastic nib kind of I don't know, rounded off. And you
Yeah.
could see that as they were filing it, they went too far. And then right there, this is the fretboard. And so there'd be tool marks on
I know.
every-
I mean, I don't know how much that difference make. You would know better than me. But they say this one goes. The one I got goes through that. I don't know if they all do that. That Plex machine or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how good that is. I mean, well, actually, that guy what's that guy's name? One Brett. I can't remember on YouTube. He's the one that was complaining about the dip switches. But anyway, he got another Les Paul, and that was supposed to be. No, he had it put in one of those machines, and they were comparing it, and it was pretty darn close.
Yeah,
huh? Yeah, it was. He said it was really close to what the Plex said. I think only a couple minor things were off.
Well, they say with those dip switches, you can get over 500 different options, and I just don't understand.
100, not 500. 100.
No, it says 500
on a website. Well, I was told 104, but I looked at it today. It said 100.
Even 100. How can you get 100?
Oh, I'm not bothering messing with
out of
that.
2 pickups. How do you get 100 different?
Well, they have dip switches. I mean, it's
computerized. What the hell is it doing? I mean,
4 knobs, push pull,
your pull tab
and a 3-way switch. So I bet it's every possible version of.
They're on a board, right? So it's a computer, really, I guess. So like a computer chip in there, I guess.
But yeah, my standard was fine for the most part. It's just the fit and finish, the little stuff for a guitar that expensive is.
I got to tell you, when I was looking for mine, I kept on going on your site, looking at yours. Do you still have it? I saw 2 people watch it, 3 people watch it. Then I saw the price drop. I don't know if it was Reverb that did it or you did. Yeah. And I said, I don't know.
Somebody got a really good deal. I feel like I kind of gave that away, but whatever. Yeah. They got it and they were like, "Oh man, this thing rocks for that money." And
I had an 81 custom, and even back then I just couldn't understand why it was so hard to find a Les Paul custom that it was a Cherry Sunburst that looked great and played great.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know what I paid for it back then, brand new. I mean, this is no discount. This is early 82. Hey, $850.
And
what was that, Quentin? What was $850?
My Les Paul custom.
Oh man.
But that was back when I was making $335 an hour too. So
I had the Paul when it came out 40 years ago. Well, it was used. I got it. I can't remember what I paid for that, but it was nowhere nothing like today's prices.
So you said $850 in 82.
Yeah.
So that's $2,250 now. So they've gone up $1,000 over inflation.
What's a Les Paul custom now? 38, 45.
My Les Paul standard was 24.
Yeah, and that was probably on discount, right, EJ?
No, I don't think so. I think I paid regular price from AMS.
Oh, okay, because I think.
Well, back in 82, 83, you paid full retail. There was no map pricing, all this other shit. Which I don't even think they put the map pricing anymore. It's just the street price or whatever they call it. So, but the full retail price means nothing anymore.
Yeah. So, but $850 in 82 with inflation is $2.2K. So they've jacked them up way more than that.
Yeah.
Because I bet a high end Les Paul custom is like $6,000 now. Probably. I don't honestly know.
No, I don't want to get the pretentious one mad at me, but the R8 and the R9 stuff, I just got to shake my head.
I have one of those.
I'm not paying $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 for a fucking Les Paul. I'm sorry. I don't know. Go ahead, throw shit at me.
Can you see my screen share now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Over 100.
Yeah, over. So you might be right, Quentin. It says over 100 total sounds.
A lot of tones.
All right, how do I stop it? Click.
Do me a favor, since you're on Google, just type in Les Paul custom. See what they go for.
Les Paul custom.
R2 wants a $5,000 Les Paul.
I mean, it won't kill you.
I spelled that.
Brian Telte says, "Get it, get it."
Yeah, I was looking at the.
Oh, smell it. It smells so good.
It smells so good.
46. This is the Gizmo site. 46.99. 5,000.
Yeah. Okay, so they've basically tripled. Oh, doubled and changed. That's crazy.
$4,700, man.
But yours was more than that, Chris, wasn't it?
No,
Oh, that's right. You did. You
retail,
told me. Never
yes.
mind. You told me. I forgot.
Retail is like $6,500, I think, but
Yeah.
but I paid less than that. Less.
Hike wants to know, what if the R9 came with an invader in the bridge?
They'd have to charge more because the
Yeah.
Invader is badass.
Wait, does the Les Paul Custom come with a gig bag or a case?
Even if worst of both worlds, it comes with a not great case, a bulky and unuseful hardshell case.
The case isn't even all that good.
Well, it's like a period accurate, so it's like this kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm frozen on the screen for some reason. I'm
Not on
working.
mine.
I'm
It's all
working.
right.
No, I'm working in Hangouts, but on the live
Yeah, you're frozen in. Oh wait a minute. You're frozen in the.
and
Hold on,
YouTube.
wait a minute. No, you're not frozen in the chat.
It comes with a duffel bag.
Like a nylon. That'd be so
There
sad.
you go, you got it. There you go, Archie. You better.
Yeah, it's back. Oh, it is a nice looking guitar.
It is a nice looking guitar.
I really like it.
It's Relic, isn't it?
It was a ripoff, but it plays and sounds great. So
It's I can't even talk. It's Relic, right?
it
Somewhat,
it's-
somewhat.
yeah, VOS is vintage old stock, so it's not like dinged up, but it's like it looks
It
like
looks tarnished, or
it looks tarnished. Yeah.
like the frets need to be polished or something, or from what I was looking at the video today.
yeah,
But
like
it's supposed to look like that.
the pickups are a little tarnished, and
All by
just looks
by
there's no
design.
dings or nobody dragged it outside or anything like that.
I think I forgot what you said that weighs less than. I think mine might weigh almost 9 pounds, even with the weight relief.
This one's like eight and a little over half, but
Yeah.
it's not weight relief, so that's
Don't get me started on relic guitars and weight relief guitars.
Well,
You cannot drill that much wood out of a Les Paul and say, that sounds great. Sounds the same to me.
Look at that hole in my Hofner body. They weight relieved it.
yeah. You saved yourself like a quarter ounce there.
did you see those YouTube videos where they're comparing the sound? I think what's his name from Canada? I forget his name. He was kept on cutting up the guitar and doing these sound tests. And there was literally nothing, no difference from the beginning to the end. There was like nothing left. Daryl Braun did one, and a couple other people.
Several people have done those tests.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to make much difference at all.
I mean, I don't know what your guys or opinions on does wood have anything to do with tone, but
Oh boy, here we go.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
You don't
if you're playing without an amp or something, it might.
Yeah, everything matters. It depends. Like it might be a little bit, but
Yeah. I mean, I can see where you can get more, like, they talk about putting the the EVH, put the block, the Adam Reavers, what do you call it, the
FU tone.
yes, you get more sustain. I mean, I can see that, and to an extent, which I was gonna have that done. I was gonna do all that.
I mean, if you want to buy a weight relief Les Paul, that's fine. I know lots of girls that play those guitars.
Mine has it. I mean, it just happened to has it.
or get EJ's little
You're picking that up with one hand just so easily.
This thing, yeah, it's 4 pounds.
Oh my god!
That Star Wars guitar with the broken headstock.
Talking about weight relief.
It's got nothing. This thing's got no. So, but this thing sounds great. So, whatever. It just depends. Who cares? I think.
And that no headstock thing just creeps me out.
It does look weird. It does look weird. But I bet you if you played it, you'd like it.
Strandberg guitars sound great. So
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, here's one.
Is that a travel guitar, EJ?
Yeah, it's a Steinberger.
Oh, I didn't know you. I forgot about that thing.
Now, did you see on EVH when he had the guy for Dave Stewart? I think his name. I forget his name. He does those travel guitars.
Yeah.
Frank C got one. It's the guy that I met. He lives near me, and I'm telling you, it was. And I played it before. He had some upgrades done to it since I played it. He brought it over here. It was one of the best guitars. I said, I'm thinking, this thing is all folded up. How's that going to possibly play good? I was like blown away by the way it played. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah, and I know it was Strat-like, so I know you would love it, Quentin. It was really good.
Hey, Pitt, what's your first of all, what the fuck's your first name?
Chris.
You got a. I called it for the longest time. I called it a Viger, a VGA or whatever.
Yeah.
A Viger.
Let's see that thing, man. I was always intrigued by those guitars.
Dude, they're really they're totally different. They're cool as heck. So super light again. Nice little light guitar. This one's more straight up though. Alder body, full neck. No funny business except all the hardware. The little stuff is weird on this guitar. Like no truss rod, just a carbon brick.
Yeah.
But let me tell you that this neck, like the finish and stuff, it's probably the best neck finish. It just feels so good. But they're cool. They're cool. Unique trim on there.
The Excalibur, is that what that is?
Yeah. So most of their guitars are the same kind of shape, and then they have different ones, but they're all kind of the same.
Now, how much was that guitar?
How what?
How much was it?
I think you paid like $1,900, but retail's like $3,000. I think.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, they're from France, and you're on your own, man.
Yeah.
I asked like, hey, can I buy another pick guard? And they were like, no.
We.
No. They did not say we. They said, get out of here. So, that's worth something because there's a lot of brands that that.
I'm looking at the difference between the OBS and the stream, the website. It's only like a few seconds difference.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty good. I mean, I have decent bandwidth, but.
Chris, what kind of inlays does that have? I see where Guitar Hack and Will Varela are bringing up some very important points in the chat.
Viagra. Different type of guitar, man. They are abalone, but they're kind of weird. They're like, I know I'm on my regular webcam. You probably barely see them, but they're kind of regular abalone. But this is a cool guitar, and I think the main thing is because the neck can't move because that carbon strip, they have the action set to nothing, and it's always like that every time I pick it up. So that's cool.
What's it called? Viagra? that's what Hack said.
The Viagra.
Yeah.
I think you got one of those used Friedmans in the back there. That blue one. Is that what that is?
Fell off a truck on the way to my house. I got destroyed.
Yeah, I was thinking about a relic in my Helix. Just throw it down the steps.
Oh my God! No, don't do that.
Hack knows I love a relic guitar.
No, I don't see the point in it either.
I'm not paying somebody an extra $1,000 to beat the crap out of my guitar.
Just play the hell out of it.
There you go.
Well, okay, fair enough. I totally get you on Friedman, but like take a look at this for example. This is what I call like a fake relic, or like this one that doesn't even look realistic.
Yeah.
It's like
No.
metal paint through, and I think it's just because this guitar looked kind of boring. It needed a little something else, and I kind of like it on this one because who cares? I mean, the neck isn't banged up or anything. It's not like they said, "Oh, this is supposed to be old looking." It just is a little different, and I think it gave this guitar a little interest, which is cool because.
I mean, guitars I had for 20, 30 years and played the crap out of them, they don't look anything like any relic job I've ever seen.
No way.
They look better, right?
Well, is it? It's the finish too, right? Like if it's poly or nitro,
Right? Yeah.
you can't wear through a poly
Yeah. Exactly.
ever. There's no chance. Because in fact, I have a relic poly guitar right here, and guess what? It's fine. This is real relic, so it's beat to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Body. No, it doesn't have like the paint's not worn off it or anything. Like there's nothing. There's a couple.
Damn, dude, you're like the fucking Tone King, man. You got shit everywhere.
I got a big pile of guitars over here, but the Tone King has like rooms. Of
Oh my,
guitars.
he's got.
Oh my God! Did people see his camera with all the amps around?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
half of it. He did a tour of his basement, and it's like, oh my God!
He's got to have over 100 guitars. I mean, I don't know what he has, but it's a lot.
He had like I had my go-to rig for years in the '80s was an MP1 and an IntelliFX. Fuck, he's got that, and it's like, holy shit!
MP1, hell yeah. I used that was like the thing.
Everybody had an MP1.
That was the thing I wanted more than anything, and I never got one. Never tried one. I wanted it so bad though.
Yeah, send me your guitar. I'll beat it up for cheap. I'll just relic it the real way.
Yeah, so this has like 30 something years of relic, 40 years of relic on it, and it doesn't look nearly as beat up. So I take your point on that.
Quentin is a relic. I've seen a relic. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about relic guitars. What? You want to get in on this? Nope. I think he just wants some soda. Is that what you want? You want to drink a soda? Yeah, that's what you want. No, it's late at night. You'll be up all night freaking out.
Now, if you were further west, it'd be called pop.
Pop.
Yep.
Or if you're in Texas, it's called Coke. No matter what it is, it's Coke.
Yeah.
You get a 7-Up, it's still Coke?
Yep. What kind of Coke do you want? 7-Up?
Brand loyalty over here.
Oh, Canadians, man, you guys get slammed on your taxes and oh
What
my
Canadians?
God.
There's
Yeah.
no, who's
Oh, they're-
Canadian?
They're talking about it in chat because they get killed on Gibsons. It's,
Yeah.
You could spend $10,000 on a Gibson there, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Well, I'm really questioning all the price increases, and I'm just wondering, what do you guys think? Are they going to just keep jacking them up?
Yeah.
Everything else is doing that. Yeah.
I'm not buying at these prices.
I'm not either. There's no way.
Somebody will.
Yeah.
Everything goes up. I mean, I used to be a big like computer game guy, and so you used to spend like $200 on like a graphics card or something. I think right now the top of the line graphics card just for gaming is not like a whole lot of other reasons. It's like $1,000. So
How much?
probably $1,000.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less. $800. I don't know. But
My daughter's boyfriend. He finds some good deals. He traded a what is it? Is 1080i one of the good ones? Or
yeah, 1080i. Yeah.
he had like a lower M1, but he had a 1080i. It wouldn't fit in his machine, but the one he had would, and it was way less than what the 1080. But he just swapped it with him.
Yep. Oh, I
Hey,
was
Chris?
wrong. A 2080 Ti,
Oh, that's the new
Yes.
one, right?
$1,300.
But some are saying it's not as good as some of the older. I don't know. What do
Yeah,
I
but
know? I don't game.
what's the jig up there?
I'm so bad at gaming that I've never won a game of tic-tac-toe.
Dude, I've got a console that plays NES, Nintendo, which I currently have Legend of Zelda in it, and Sega Genesis. That's all I play.
I had that, and I had it in television. Or something.
I can't play all this newfangled shit. It's all 3D looking, and it kicks off my Tourette's or something, man. It's just like, fuck.
What was that thing you were showing me?
That was a Gibson. Oh god, let me pull it back up. It has a Floyd on it. It's a Gibson Studio Blackout with the original Floyd on it, and I don't know if it has any other features except being satin black.
I said Floyd Rose and Gibson. That's like sacrilege.
Don't tell the Canadians that. Alex Lifeson.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Only gaming Will likes is she better shake her butt the way I want.
But anyways, the point is it used to be like $200 or $300. Now it's $1,200. So everything is just kind of going up. Music Man guitars are up like probably $1,000 from what they used to be. Gibsons obviously are way more. Fender not so much though. Fender's kind of.
What's the cheapest guitar you bought recently? The most cheapest? Any of yous?
I bought one for $100.
There you go.
And a cruiser.
New?
Yeah, my latest Hofner Shorty, it was $100 off eBay.
Hell yeah.
I got that R20X or whatever, the Ibanez, for $150. It was new.
Yeah.
That plays pretty good, pretty darn good for a cheap guitar.
Yeah. The East Coast guitar I have is like $100. But
Did you give it away? I saw you were talking about
nobody wants it. I just did a video that I just kind of went over everything I had.
I think somebody was going to pay you not to give it away. No, just joking. just joking.
And I offered up again, so somebody I figure if somebody like needs it and lives nearby, I'll give it.
Right. So, how close are you to EJ?
Pretty far.
Okay.
Texas is big.
Yeah, I know. It's huge.
Yeah, I don't actually know where EJ lives, but I think he's like,
A little town called Invader.
Yeah, Invader, Texas.
I'm in Midland, Texas.
Midland. How far is that from Austin?
About almost 400 miles.
Yeah, there you go. Texas, man, it's big.
I've just been in the airports, Houston and Dallas. That's all.
EJ, isn't that where they used to film that show Black Gold? Do you remember that? You remember that show?
Black Gold.
Nah, I don't.
About oil drillers?
We're not old
I'm sure
enough.
it was. This is the oil patch for sure.
Yeah. It was in Midland.
Well, where was Texas Rangers filmed at?
DFW. Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bam, I don't even know what type of money that is, man. Like the yen or something like that? Or...
Hey, guys, I'm going to cut this off because I'm starving. Even though I don't eat much, but I've been going on. I don't know how long I've been going on, but so I guess I would call this a success for the most part. Except next time next time I'll have another camera so you guys can see me. But
I just can't believe that R2 and Guitar Hack are in here, and you don't have any thumbs down. What's up with that? What the?
Oh, look, you talked too soon.
Well, this was cool, man. Thanks.
We got two.
Oh, there you get a thumbs down. R2.
One of them was mine.
Hey, this was great, man. Thanks
for coming in, and Quentin, EJ, and Chris, and Dale. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a blast hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
I have to say bye to my son, Will, and later Hack, later R2, later Bam.
Yeah, guys.
Good to see everybody here.
Later.
Peace.
Shit, what's his name?
I got too many windows.
What's your name again? I forgot.
Chris. Pitt. Armpit. No.
What the fuck's your name?
I want to thank. Let me see. Wayne and Bam. And Wayne was in for a while. Will, R2, Will again, and everybody else that I'm missing. Thanks for coming in. We'll do it again. So, all right, guys. We shall see y'all later. Bye, guys.
Right.
See ya.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. Oh, now I'm recording.